That's right. We are back at it again. Another sunny, golden Sunday here at the Ice Cream Sunday Social. I am one of your hosts, Full Custom Hot Dog, and of course, we are joined by Yucky Gum.
Yo,
Yucky, how's it going? How's it going, my guy?
So Sunday in the hat. No, that's going pretty good. How you guys
What are you
doing?
eating? What are you eating today?
Oh, I am just eating a big old can of Dr. Pepper strawberry and cream.
Where's the ice cream? You usually have a certain ice cream on these days.
Oh, I ate my mint chocolate chip a little earlier. I could not wait. Since the time was moved forward, my mint chalk time was an hour ago. So,
Oh man!
if
Yeah,
I
you
don't
got a
eat
bit
it,
of
I
a-
get my glucose goes down. So I had to eat the ice cream when it's time to eat the ice
Yeah,
cream.
you got a bit of a sweet tooth there. Let's go ahead and bring in Gable Pennyshot.
Hello. I got
Gable.
confused, guys.
Why?
The time change again. I thought we got rid of it.
No, everyone thought we got rid of it, but we didn't. I think we
That's
should
what
just
I
double
thought
down.
too. I was like, didn't we vote against this? Didn't we say like fuck the farmers? Like they're the only ones that need it?
Like I'm all.
We
I'm
should
all
have
thrown
4 a
away.
year.
I'm confused. Sad.
Me too. Let's get out there and vote, people. We got to
Yeah, head to the
get rid of
polls.
this
Vote
changing of
again.
the time.
You already voted once. Just vote again.
The farmers are just gonna have to get used to getting up a little early. Like why mess with our schedules?
I know.
Yeah, there's more of us than there are of them. You know.
Maybe not that I hate farmers or nothing, but
They are a dying breed.
I don't even worry about it anymore. The phone does it now. You know what I mean? I haven't even thought about it.
True, but I do have like one wall clock that I have to like get a ladder to change.
Your car, maybe. What about your microwave,
No, my car does
ovens,
that, so-
I don't have a
toasters,
microwave.
air fryer?
I haven't changed my
Love the
oven
air fryer.
time since we turned the clocks back in the fall. So
Oh,
Self-correcting, you might
I'm
say.
sick of it already. I'm just like, I'm not doing this all the time. I'm not changing my time whenever you tell me to. Whenever the government tells me, oh, it's not actually 8:30, it's 7:30, whatever, government.
I wish they would stop telling you things and just leave you
specifically.
alone. Yeah.
Nowadays, that's really my, like, swear to God, like, for 30 years, my mother always calls me when it's time to change the clocks back. Like, I don't know. Like, she's always like, it's time. I'm like, I thought we got rid of it. No.
Anyways, hello. Yes.
What up?
Good
What are you
to
guys
see
doing? Are you guys
everybody.
watching the Oscars on mute?
No, absolutely not.
Our girl.
We'll probably talk about some of the winners later.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Should we jump right into the calls and then the voicemails?
Yeah, I like to hear from our
We
fans.
could see what's going on. So that's right. If you didn't know, feel free to give us a call, leave a voicemail at this very real number, and there's a pretty good chance, and by pretty good chance, I mean a very good chance that we're going to be playing that voicemail live on the show. And I don't screen them ahead of time. So,
And it is a real number. Like, I don't like how Hot Dog goes, it's a very real number. Sounds
because
fake.
it is real.
It's a real
very
number.
real.
But you can't say it's a very real number.
Yeah.
It sounds like no one's going to call it because, yeah, it sounds like you're joking. It's a real number. Leave us a message. Tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, it's a very real number. Call it. See what happens.
It's a very, very real number. With glasses.
And let's see what's going on. We did get a voicemail. Let me load it up here. Give me a moment.
I'm glad you stopped listening to them without us.
Yeah, it's not okay.
I didn't like that.
Here we go. Here's our first voicemail of the day.
Ew. Hey guys, this is Yummy Treat. Hot Dog, I was just calling in to say that I'm so
Voice
honored you
changed.
played my message in the last stream, and I
Puberty.
know you guys get probably practically hundreds of these, but
That's
if
right.
if you were so kind enough to play this message from me, then I just kind of had a request for you guys. I know it's asking a lot, but I was wondering if you guys could have a segment of guy talk on this stream. I know Gable, Mr. Pennyshot, he the other day, well, months ago, had mentioned having a Hulu and chill with a lady, and I thought maybe you guys could have a little guy talk about some of your experiences. Thanks again, guys. Ew, this was yummy treat.
Oh wow,
Cheers.
another yummy treat call. Now I don't know if I want to get into a guy talk segment. Are you guys on the same page?
I actually quit listening halfway through his message. Can you sum up what he was saying?
He wants us to talk about girls.
They're
That
wonderful
was supposed to
people.
be a boo.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be like a ooh, like one of
No.
those like 90s audiences when someone kisses.
So yummy treat. We probably won't be doing a guy talk segment.
Well, but I mean, what if this guy needs help?
You didn't ask. You didn't say, "Hey."
He called us
guys.
for help. He needs help
No, he-
with the ladies.
There's only two things, guys. If you want to attract the ladies, there's two very special things you need. One, be attractive, and two,
Yeah,
don't be unattractive.
that's true. That's true. And maybe a cowboy hat on top.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me give this guy one piece of real advice.
Okay. Okay.
It's all about wearing them down. They may
I
not
don't
be
know.
interested.
This isn't good advice.
No, I'm not
Now
saying.
keep going. I want to hear where this
Let 'em
goes.
go.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying
Please.
you take advantage of them or you like pester them. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying just because you feel like you're out, it doesn't mean you're out. It just means you haven't convinced them yet. You just got to
That's-
make them see your worth. You know what
What
I mean?
Yucky is saying is 50 no's and one yes is still a yes.
That's a yes. I mean, it's a machine gun theory.
You just gotta get 'em
You
on the
gotta
right
hit your
night.
mark at one point.
Spray them down.
And let's say hi to the people in chat. Of course, we've got the wonderful Nasser Abadi. We've got Hiawatha. That's most definitely what's up. We've got the wonderful Ice Queen in the chat, and AC the homeboy. So good to see so many of you. I guess now we can go on with the show. I want to start off because we missed something very important recently. I don't know how familiar you guys are with the internet. But March 2nd was the 5th anniversary of the death of Billy Harrington. I don't know if you guys know Billy Harrington. He's famous in Japan for being a gay porn star. He made a lot of adult wrestling videos, but he was also very much... He made a lot of people work out and get buff and kind of helped a lot of people till he died in a very, very tragic auto accident on the way to
that him?
Palm Springs. That's Billy Harrington.
Wow.
So
Need a
it's
meme,
been
though.
5 years. Here's what I know him from. I'll go ahead and play this clip for you guys. This is a classic.
No.
It's more graphic than I thought it would be.
I'm not looking.
Well, there's that sound. You know this one?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's thick.
So that's where I know. That's where I know Billy from, and he's been in tons of memes, tons of song remixes. The dude's a legend, not just out here, but also in Japan. And very positive guy. He's also known as Aniki, which means Big Brother. That was also a name he went by.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's a big buff dude, and he wasn't even completely gay. He was a half gay. You know.
So you're saying it's the anniversary of his death? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
on March 2nd, he was dead for 5 years. It's just been
Memorial.
a sad time ever since, you know?
Crazy.
Pour one
Yeah,
out.
it's a bummer.
You've got nothing to watch? You're like, sorry.
What? Where are you going with that?
Since his death, you haven't had anything to watch for a while.
Oh, because there's like nothing new, no new Billy content?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not true. People remix him into videos all the time
Crazy.
and make remixes of his songs still. I actually just found one that was like 2 months old where they put him into a video game and he's fighting a giant robot.
So they meme him back to life, is what you're saying.
Kinda. I mean,
I'm for
he's
it.
he's gonna live forever, I think. And I don't mean that as like a meme. He just is just that had that big of an effect on the community of just people in the internet shitposting community.
Crazy.
I'm surprised Yucky never heard of him. He likes wrestling. He likes big dudes.
I don't
Yeah.
like the internet at all.
No, that's fair.
He shouldn't. Nothing good's
Right.
ever come out of that.
Can I talk about another legend that just passed?
Okay,
this
but
another
you have to
porn
have a
star?
video. Yeah, is this another gay porn star? Because I think we can only do one a show. You know?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Burt I. Gordon. Burt I. Gordon
really?
passed away.
Who's that?
He is like the king of old composite movies. like
you
the
spell that?
Colossal Man, War of the Colossal Beast, Empire of the Ants. What's the other one he did? Food of the Food for the Gods, right? Food of the Gods.
Oh.
Burt
Is that where
I.
the
Gordon.
kid yells? He's
The
like,
one where the
"God
kid
damn it."
yells?
Yeah, is that
I don't
not it?
Fucking no. Sounds like every horror movie I ever heard of in my life.
Keep going. I'm gonna try to find the clip.
Well,
So,
he,
yeah,
he
he-
also did another movie called what was it, King Dinosaur or something? I'm trying to remember the first one I watched with him. Maybe it was The Amazing Colossal Man, something like that. I forget. Like I know was into the special effects too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also wrote some books because I think I actually have one of his sci-fi stories somewhere in my collection.
And really, like, he also did Attack of the Puppet People.
Oh, that's a good
I want to say almost all his movies have been riffed by like the Riff Tracks dudes.
All right,
I mean,
I'm pulling
because
up
they're
a
so
clip
good.
right now of what I was talking about. This is not a clip of Billy Harrington. Is this his movie?
Bobby, I want you to meet my colleague, Dr. Hamilton.
And I'd like you to get the fuck out of here.
It's all
Get out of here.
That seems right up his alley.
Get out of my room.
What movie is this?
It's Food of the Gods too.
Oh, I don't know if he did part 2.
Oh. Well, if
That's
he
why he
did,
wrote the
that
movie.
kid is swearing.
Yeah, I've never seen Food of the Gods 2. I've only seen Food of the Gods 1.
Well, this is the first movie about rats.
I thought everything was big. It's an island where they go and the food is so good it makes everything a giant.
Weren't all those movies always about
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Everything gets bigger. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Like,
now I remember it.
it was always about companies making food grain or something that's supposed to like fatten the stock or make the animals fatter, but then of course they make them giant.
Yield more.
Shit like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of environmentalist, kind of environmentalist movies. But really, I mean, I think if it wasn't for Burt I. Gordon, we wouldn't have Charles Band, right? Charles Band's like whole career was doing Burt I. Gordon movies, but in the 80s.
Early Charles Band, I'm okay with. Later Charles Band, I don't know. So I'm conflicted on Burt I. Gordon now.
Never, don't ever be. Yeah, I love.
Sorry to interrupt. Looks like we got another voicemail. Is that something you guys want to do?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we got through all the messages. I was
No, we
was
had one
shocked.
more.
I was like,
I'm sorry.
only one message?
Should we do it up?
Hopefully
Yeah.
they'll talk about my dating life
hold on.
again.
Oh my god!
Yeah, well, that's weird.
Did you get those pills though?
I did.
Yeah, with the holographic rhino.
Yeah, double order.
Nice.
Give me a second. Let me load it up
Is that why you have to leave early tonight?
because you got a boner. Do you have to leave early because you have a boner?
Don't tell everybody now.
Yeah, we can.
All right, hold on.
All right.
Hold
Why does this
on.
take you so long?
Because I try to do things in a cool, fresh, fun way.
He's got to load the video. Then he has
Yeah,
to
and then
load
I
the
play it.
sound.
Thank you, Gable. He gets production.
Hey, my name is Fuyokawa. We are Saki. I got big questions on
Sounds
the brim.
racist.
Number one, what is your least favorite horror movie? Like you just want to kill it. You don't want it in existence.
Kill
Number
it dead.
two,
Ooh,
how much cum do you
I'm sorry.
Cut it off right there.
You just cut off at the question about how much. I couldn't hear it.
Nope.
But what is your least favorite horror movie?
Ooh,
And that's from. I don't want to butcher that name.
right.
According to the voicemail transcription, it's Foyer-Kawa. So, Mr. Kawa. Guys, what's your least favorite horror movie?
Go ahead, Gable.
That's such a loaded question. Probably any of the found footages after Cannibal Holocaust.
Really?
Yeah, basically all of them. Actually, no. The Purge. Which one was that? Anarchy.
Which one is it? Is it the one where they revolt, or is it the one where they have to sneak across the border?
The border one.
That one's rough, dude.
Yeah, that one's like bad.
What about you, Hot Dog?
I'm trying to think of one that I just hated that I had to turn off.
Oh, Prom Night Remake's another one, by the way.
Oh shit.
Oh, it was probably one of the bullshit from the last Vinegar Syndrome homegrown horror box set.
Oh,
That's no
They're
fair.
just so bad. I know, right?
That's some poor guy's like backyard movie, and you're like, it's the worst.
Well, get a better backyard then. Don't punish me for your shitty backyard.
now he knows why you never made it in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's because of that movie.
I'm gonna choose something controversial.
Fright Night.
Fucking Halloween 3. I'm sick
As
of
the
it.
worst. As
It's
the
the
worst.
worst. I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. No one really likes that movie. It's only trendy to say, I like Halloween 3. Did you know originally it was an anthology? It was supposed to blah, blah, blah. That's all they care about it. No one really likes that movie.
I do.
You don't.
I did before it was cool.
I don't believe you.
I can't prove it.
Exactly. You didn't, I
Damn.
guarantee you didn't like it till it came out on DVD.
Hot Dog's a giant.
No, I had it.
Tom
I had it on
Hanks fan.
VHS, dude. I had a good times release of it on VHS, my
I
guy.
don't believe this.
You know what? I think mine might be Exorcist 2.
Ooh, shit.
That movie fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'd prefer 3 to 2.
I can't remember if I've ever seen. I know I've seen 2, but I don't remember it. I know she's like in a hospital or something.
Yeah, and then. Pazuzu's,
What about that
like, in her
infamous
brain.
kill with the shears, the garden shears?
That's part 3.
That 3?
Is that 3?
Never
With
mind.
the
2's
nun or whatever?
terrible. It has nothing for it.
That's 3.
There's nothing going for
I
it.
thought it had
2
one
really
good
has
scene.
nothing going on. No.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of bad movies, but the worst, I don't know.
Let's see if I could choose. If I had to choose another one, it'd be like Wishmaster.
Boo! Get
Yeah,
out of
that's
here.
terrible.
I hate all those. Like, I
What
don't know.
the? That
Yeah.
one's fine. There's nothing wrong with that movie.
Fucking stupid. That's when like they were just trying to like create what would be the next iconic horror character, and they were just like throwing everything out. Rumpelstiltskin, Leprechaun, Wishmaster, the Djinn.
Wishmaster is a perfect example why you just don't give like special effects guys like power to do a whole movie by themselves, because wasn't that the whole thing? Was the director was a
No, the director was Peter Atkins, the guy who wrote all the Hellraiser movies.
oh, it's even worse.
Yeah,
mind.
so that's why they thought it was going to be good. He was supposed to be like a new Pinhead or something.
Oh, well,
He was a cool monster. And Wishmaster 2 was cool.
Eh,
It was fun.
I might
Andrew
have to,
Divoff.
if you say 2 is cool, I might have to check it out on
2
the
is
tubes.
pretty. 2 is pretty fun, dude.
Where do you guys put like the Evil Bong movies? Are those some of the bottom tier worst? Are they even horror?
I never
You
even
know?
watched. Though, yeah, they're camp. Right?
They're not good at all, but I mean, they're not offensively bad. Like I would say, the worst ever would have to be just so bad it just like assaults your senses, and you know.
Like I said, some things aren't even movies to me, so I can't like I can't judge a drive-in backyard.
Some things
movie.
aren't
I
movies,
can't-
like what, like books. Those aren't movies.
You know what I'm saying? Some things barely qualify. That's why, I'm just choosing higher production levels, I guess, that suck. It's just like my opinion, man.
It's
Did we
okay to
talk
have
about
wrong
the death of Billy Harrington yet?
No, can we bring it? Can we bring it? I think there's a
Yucky-
clip about it.
Yucky in our private chat said he wanted me to play the clip again. I don't know why.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, last time you did that, we lost half our
That's okay.
live viewing
Haven't came
audience.
back,
People do
actually.
not want to see that.
It
clip.
was a tribute. It was a touching tribute. The new Scream came out, and Scream 7's already greenlit. I don't
gosh.
know why I keep watching these movies.
Well, apparently, it made a lot of freaking money too.
I mean, is the reason they have to do this is because, like, they with Paranormal Activity and Saw, Hollywood's seen that people want to see these like really cheap yearly horror productions, right? They like.
I
it.
do like that. I like having a yearly horror movie. Like,
Right, it's
Saw.
fun.
It was
Yeah.
fun, you know?
Yeah, it's just something it's coming up next year.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would have been like that in the '80s for Jason movies. I wish I would have been there.
But some people are saying that Ghostface has run its course. Like how many more films can you get out of the guy?
Right? I made
Just one more.
before
True.
before Scream 5 came out. I made some joke in someone's chat about how the new Scream is going to be like, what's your favorite scary movie? And the lady's going to say It Follows. and sure enough, that was a reality in Scream 5. It follows, like talking about what's the term they call those horror movies?
Elevated horror.
Elevated horror. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Elevated horror. Jesus.
If anything, they should just take it a new Nightmare route where they're like, actually, Ghostface is a demon and it's in a form.
Oh, no.
The movies push
Jump
the
the
demon
shark.
away, but now we stopped making it, and the demon's here.
He's
Neve
called
Campbell.
the Bagul.
Gabagool.
I always thought, when is Sydney going to be the villain, right? Like, she's got to go crazy after all
That's
these
too
years.
obvious, though.
Right? I mean, they should have, if they were going to do that, they should have done that with Scream 3 or something, like,
Yeah.
but, I mean,
I think that's the only thing really left. I mean, I don't. At
Right?
that point, there's no way they can twist that, right? I don't think they can
I'm
make.
glad
any
she's
twist.
not in this one. I thought it was good to do
oh
that.
yeah,
Just
she's
leave-
not in this one?
No, just she ran her course. Quit dragging her back into these things. It's
Yeah.
fine. She doesn't
all
have
her
to
friends.
keep being
Oh,
chased by a
dude,
killer.
There will be like a Scream 4.0 or something like Scream 4.0
Yes,
where
dude.
she comes back as like a freaking 60-year-old lady to
Scream
beat the shit out of
2027.
Ghostface.
Like the Texas
Yeah.
Chainsaw Massacre movie, the new one.
But that's my other problem is like Ghostface is not a single person, it's a bunch of people, but every time it's a Ghostface, they always act like they're the same Ghostface. Like, oh, I remember when I fought you last time, Gail.
Don't you think they
We've
would
never
have
talked on the phone
discontinued?
before?
They would have discontinued that costume. Like it should be really
Probably.
hard to buy
Well, no,
that
because
costume.
it's a movie thing now, right? Now because it's all
'Cause
a
of Stab?
prop. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean,
I'm glad they all
whatever.
had the voice changers too. Still.
I mean, how much? I guess I'm not going to ask for spoilers just in case people out here are like real Scream nuts and they don't want to.
All of us.
Yeah. Oh fuck you! Don't ever call me a Scream fan in public.
he's excited, hot dog.
So how connected were the killers even to like the original story in the new one?
It pretty much connects to 5 very well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Is it a
Which is
relative?
fine. I'm not going to spoil the movie.
because in part
is.
5, those were just Stab fans, weren't they?
Yeah.
Weren't the
And then
killers
they were
just
like-
Stab fans?
Yeah, they wanted to do a new requel.
Did they use the word requel?
Yes,
Oh,
they do, and
meta.
it's dumb as hell. Yeah, that's one thing I tweeted about because all that needs to stop, I think. Because even in this one, they're like, this is a sequel to the requel, and in that movie, that means anyone can die, and all bets are off, and anyone's a suspect. It's like, are you going to do this again for the next one? The sequel to the sequel to the requel? What are we doing? Why don't we just shut up and just acknowledge that there's a killer? Just be okay with that.
All right, guys, we're in a sequel reboot. That means this is going to be a greatest hits of all the best parts of the previous sequels. We have updated effects.
I kind of liked in the last one though when they showed the reboot for Stab, and it's like Ghostface with his sleeves cut off of his shirt and a gold mask and a flamethrower. And that was
I
pretty
remember
rad.
that.
Yeah, that was sick. Like
that
I wish that
true?
was
Is
yeah,
that a
yeah, it was-
joke?
no, because it was like a reboot, so it was just stupid as shit.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, it was rad. It was only for like a second.
It's hard to know if to believe hot dog or not.
I know, right? Everything he says has like a hint of sarcasm.
God.
So I'm like, it's a really real thing. Okay,
It is a real
Okay,
thing.
real
It's
number.
real.
I'll get right to it. Dead Punk Gage says they kind of tried that with the third I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, they brought the fisherman back from the dead. I kind of waiting for them to do something like that because light spoiler in this one, they talk about Stu, and it even says like died whatever year, like 96 or 97. And like, yeah, that's whatever that killed Stu. And then someone's like, if you even believe that he's dead.
Oh,
And I was like,
breadcrumb.
yo.
The ghost.
But then it's
of
like, what have you
Billy.
been doing? But I kind of like that because in Scream 1, he was kind of like Jason or something, right? Like, didn't he like love his mom or some shit? He was like a total mama's boy. So then it kind of makes sense in the way of like,
No, I thought wasn't his father seeing Sydney's mom, or was it vice versa?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
It's been a
I
while
know.
since I've seen the first one.
I'm gonna have
but
to
I do
watch it.
remember
It's on
that
Pluto TV this
they
month.
both had parallels with like a couple other killers that I just don't remember. It's been so long.
Huh.
But yeah, so I kind of, it would be cool if they brought him back.
Would that be the ultimate schlock if Scream had people possessed by Billy and what's his nuts?
Wait. Have you not seen Scream 5?
I mean, I know I've seen it.
Well, I mean, that's part of the whole thing is that she sees her dad. Billy.
I don't remember.
What? That was
Who
like
was-
a crazy
was that like
thing.
was that
The main girl. She keeps tripping and seeing Billy Loomis
I don't remember.
because she's the baby. She's Billy's baby.
The weird
She's
the like
Billy's
the
baby.
like the Asian killer chick?
What? No, the one girl with the big eyebrows.
Don't yell at me. This is a really
have to.
stupid
I need
movie
to
that
yell
I've
at
only
you.
saw once.
We have to have a Scream night, I think, where we all rewatch.
Screening of Screaming.
No.
You know, I'll just download it really quick. Download the whole movie and we'll play it on stream.
We'll EFAB it for you guys.
Yeah, we'll EFAP the whole movie.
I got to tell you, I've been so uninterested in Scream ever since I saw the unrated version on VHS, and it just never came out again on DVD or Blu-ray or anything. I'm like, why is the unrated version of a horror movie so hard to get, especially when
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
weird.
popular? It drives me crazy. Especially when all those, like, it was so popular to put out like old school unrated, you know, everything had an
Yeah.
unrated cut like whatever, like 10 years ago or so, right?
Yeah, it was all the rage.
Where the hell is Scream unrated?
Listen,
That's
I
the
think-
only way I watch it.
Scream.
Scream. Where's
Hot dog,
Scream?
I think you made a good point. There's only really two directions Scream can go from now on. It's the undead bringing back a killer route, or they go into space.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah,
the
I
only
th-
two choices we have.
Yeah, we need to get a Ouija board out. We need to get a Ouija board and go to the house where the party was at, and we need to possess people with Billy and
I mean, they
who's
could
the other
easily
guy?
bring back Stu because they could just
Stu.
be like, yeah, they never
didn't
had the body to bury or something stupid. You know what I mean?
Or something, right?
Dead,
like
Dead Punk brings up it was Billy's dad having an affair with Sydney's mom. Stu was just helping Billy.
There you go.
yeah, that's what I don't know.
I just figured all their dads were banging Sydney's mom because it just felt like every movie was about Sydney's mom banging.
That was
Yeah, how she was like
Billy's
the
thing,
town
though.
bicycle.
Yeah, that was Billy's.
But you know
insult
what?
for
You
it.
can't do that anymore because she's probably has like an OnlyFans if they did an
You
update.
can't you
know?
can't kink
Yeah.
shame anymore. So
Yeah, you can't. She's just sex positive.
What if the main character of the next Scream film does have an OnlyFans?
And then what? Where are you going with
Then,
that,
like,
Gable?
She's getting stalked by somebody,
Somebody who's horny.
super horny man.
when do we do Scream versus Saw?
Why?
What do you mean,
How?
why?
I think
What
they
do you
just
mean,
should have a
how?
ton of ghost faces. One thing I did like about this movie is they did a huge kill. Like you see it in the preview where they go to the bodega. Like Ghostface chases them in the bodega and just goes nuts in there, killing people.
Nice.
I don't know why horror movies don't have more rampage scenes where a killer just goes apeshit.
Because they're not
I don't get it.
scary. Horror movies are
cool,
about
though.
Are they?
It's a good horror
You
moment.
rarely see it. It's pretty cool.
Because it's not suspenseful, you know, it's just
New Texas Chainsaw, the whole kill thing on the
scene.
bus,
Yeah,
rad.
I didn't
awesome.
like that. I didn't like that.
Why?
Well, because that's the scene that made me realize that I'm like, oh, a Leatherface movie really is just a person running from somebody with a chainsaw.
Yeah,
If they catch
duh.
up to them, it's over. Like the
Yeah.
Now
It's all about
imagine
the-
a bunch of people on a bus who can't run away from them.
Yeah,
Well,
they try
that's
to
what
get
I'm
out the
saying,
windows. Pew, pew, pew.
it's one of those. It sounds cool in theory, but it defeats the purpose of the original. What do you want to call it? Format, I guess.
You got to expand on it. I don't think you can do the same movie over
Yeah.
and over again.
It's just you never see it. That's why it's cool.
Well, we're not supposed to make the same movie over and over again, but
But
once
it
you realize
happens.
that things really only are unique the first time you do it, it's like you really are just remaking it. We just kind of don't care. We just want to see Jason do it again, you know? Like do it again.
Oh, Happy Jack Savinka coming in with an awesome comment there. OnlyFans horror movie? Either way, someone's getting stabbed. Hey.
Nice. That Punk Gage says they kind of were because they alluded to Maureen Prescott being used and abused when she was an actress in Scream 3.
That's right.
That's getting into
And that's
lore.
where Roman came from. He was her baby. The Killer of Part 3, the worst one. Still to me the worst one in the whole series.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
They're on Pluto TV this month.
I have a
so
feeling
I'm
it's
sure
going
I'll
to be
watch
like,
them.
you guys, I rewatch all the Scream movies. You know what? Not that bad. I have a feeling that's what's going
No, Yucky'll
I-
hate him even more.
I think I'll hate him even more.
Yeah,
like I've
I
always
feel like-
appreciated
Me
the
too.
first Scream. It made horror
Yeah.
fans feel smart, you know.
There's a pretty cringe scene in this new one where like one of Randy's nieces is like a big horror fan.
Oh, no.
And then she meets Kirby from Part 4, who's a big horror fan, and then they do this like weird little geek out. And then one of them says, "Candyman, original or reboot?" And then they both say both at the same time, and I'm thinking like, no,
No,
you wouldn't
no-
say that. You would
Nobody
never
believes-
say that.
Yeah. Everybody
the other-
liked the reboot of Candyman until the end, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. What a
Nobody
bummer.
would believe that.
Is there
What a
any other
bummer.
remake of an old horror film that needs to happen?
I mean, I need a remake of just Prom Night 2. I love the
Hello,
concept of
Mary
a prom night, Nightmare on Elm Street, or it's a Carrie meets Freddy Krueger. That's what makes Prom Night 2 so genius. Yeah, I don't know. I think Scream to me was almost like Big Bang Theory before Big Bang Theory, right? It made the whole like being a horror nerd kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, that's kind of one thing I noticed in this one too is there's kind of references to horror stuff, like horror community stuff. Like somebody has a last podcast on the left poster, and then like somebody else has something that was kind of big-ish too. And I was like, these aren't even like deep cut things. Like if I saw this in a horror fan's room, I mean, like I'm gonna sound like a shithead right now, but I almost don't care. But if I saw that in a horror fan's room, I'm gonna think you're just like normie as shit. Like I'm gonna think all your favorite movies are just like the main things. You may not have even seen a Giallo, you know, just
Giallo?
that
What
type
is
of
that?
shit. Yeah, you
Giallo?
probably don't know what that might mean, which is fine. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying like these surface level things. It'd be cool if the deep cuts were actually deep. You know,
Right.
And Dead Punk is surprised that Kirby, because it seemed like Kirby died in Part 4, but I mean, she just got stabbed. And what's kind of funny, a lot of people keep complaining about these movies now is that everyone just keeps getting stabbed and just shrugging it off. like especially in the last third, everyone gets stabbed and slashed, and they're just like, oh, that's cool. Ouchies. But we got the reboot of Children of the Corn coming out. Is that out now?
Is it out now?
Well, that's that one that was filmed like 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, just before COVID and then during COVID, and then they think it seemed like they were going to throw it out
Is it a straight to streaming movie?
straight to Shada.
So,
Oh, I mean, if it's
like I
out,
heard something about it a few
watch
weeks ago. Because yeah, when I heard something a few weeks ago about whoever, I think if it is Shudder, I was just like, didn't this come out? Like I'm pretty sure I heard about.
It comes
this
out the
years ago.
21st
The
on
21st.
Shudder.
On Shudder.
On
Yeah.
Shudder.
Yeah, it looks like it's saying it's in theaters on March 3rd. I got my theater pass again, so I'll be hitting up the theaters for a little bit.
Oh my god,
I went to see Cocaine Bear and then Scream 6.
dude, what a horrible weekend.
Yeah, I mean, Cocaine Bear is not bad. It's fun. I actually wish they would have taken it a little bit more seriously, so it's a little schlockier and sillier than just kind of being in on the joke of like, this is a crazy premise, so we should make it funny.
Right? Isn't it the problem with like schlock now is just like hammy and campy on purpose?
Yeah.
Where no, schlock is you actually try to do your best, and
You fail.
Like
you're-
Snakes
you're-
on a Plane. Like I don't think Snakes on a Plane had a bunch of like silly jokes, right? I mean, I haven't seen it in a while.
I never
It's
saw
But
it.
I remember-
straight, right?
Yeah, I remember, and I kind of thought Cocaine Bear was going to go the same route. What's crazy? One thing that's crazy is it's Ray Liotta's last movie,
Is it?
And yeah, and usually when you hear that, you kind of expect to like see him like, oh, this guy's like totally gonna kick the, but like he's full of vigor and energy, so it's really crazy to think that this was his last movie.
Shame.
Yeah,
Right,
bummer.
right.
But it's an okay flick. It's fun enough, you know. It's worth a watch. Kind of weird too. Like while I was watching, I was thinking, man, nothing stopped the Asylum from making this movie like 5 years ago. Like it's a stupid enough premise. They could have done CG or whatever, you know. But it's definitely something that you think they would have done that they just don't have enough creativity in their bones to try to do something, just a weird premise for the sake of weird.
Well, I think
You know?
I mean, a premise is one thing, right? Asylum just doesn't have the money, the skills, or anything to execute any of this stuff correctly.
But in between your like 50 mockbusters, I would think you could try to do something that's a little bit original.
Just take 5 of those budgets and put them into one film. You
Not
know?
that original, but like more original, you know? Like
Well,
like
there's
the Sharknado thing was all them, right? I mean, that was a
Yeah.
neat idea. They ran it into the ground and got paid. There you go. Do
Yeah,
something
but
like that every couple
but
years.
this is Hollywood trying to recreate that sort of cheap sensation, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
this, once again, this isn't real schlock. This is number one. It's Elizabeth Banks, who was just like embarrassed from her like feminist Charlie's Angels, where she went out basically saying if you didn't like it, you're a istophobe or whatever. So this is her like cover up for it, right? Like let's just make some generic schlock crap that everybody will want to see just because it's going to be a supposed goofy time, I guess.
The soundtrack really irked me too because it felt like fake 80s wave stuff, you know?
Share my screen, hot dog. I tweeted this out the other day. There is now a
Yeah,
cocaine
my
shark
God.
movie, and there's a trailer for it.
But when you look at the preview, it doesn't look like a cocaine shark movie. It looks like it was supposed to be called like Shark Tentacle Puss or some shit.
And they renamed it to Cocaine.
Yeah, 100%. It's stupid.
Sharktopie.
I'm just
Yeah.
I think this is Cocaine Bear will be forever known as the originator of the drug-fueled animal subgenre. I'm curious on how many movies we get from them and how many are going to be from the Asylum. So it'd be interesting. And I
Could be. Could
by
be.
interesting. I think I saw another one that was like Acid Panther or something.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Christ. Just really bad CG animal movies coming your way.
Yeah, they still haven't. They've had how many shark movies to nail out shark CGI, and they still fail every single time.
I hate movies.
Yeah, I'm done with them.
Dude, that was a line in Scream 6. I think somebody says, I fucking hate movies. And I just wanted to yell, right?
That's what I'm saying.
True.
Saying. Oh my gosh. Jack Savinka says the appeal of the early Scream movies are the fact that they were making fun of themselves and 80s schlock. My favorite scene ever where Stu and Randy were in the video store. Then they killed them both.
I don't know. Like I know Scream, one of the perpetrators. I use that word intendedly of being meta, and I'm to the point now where I want my movies not to be meta. I don't want
Yeah.
anybody to reference something inside jokes. I don't want to reference any of this kind of stuff. That's why I like the newer films from like James Wan, like *Malignant* and stuff, where it's just they're playing it pure for schlock. Like I view that way higher than any of the number of like meta horror films coming out. Because you see this even with low budget horror films are trying to be meta, and it just doesn't. I don't know. It's just
played
comes off
out.
wrong. Yeah, it's done.
It's played
It's
out.
over.
Yeah. It's been done a million times. It's no longer interesting either.
Yep.
Right.
All those weird little subtle winks to the camera, you know, and the nods and all that fourth wall breaking stuff. It's just kind of annoying now.
Yeah.
You know?
Or you overplayed your hand, and now hopefully real horror will make at least a decade comeback.
Yeah, right. We hope. My God.
Knock on wood. Hopefully.
I think it's lost.
Acid Panther is my new band name, says Jay Ryan. Hello, Jay Ryan.
That's a good band name.
That is a good band name.
Is Acid Panther really a movie coming out, or did you make that one up?
I made it up, but
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Oh, shit.
Somebody's got to get on that.
I mean, it has to be a thing. There's no way I said anything unique.
Well, maybe instead of all this public domain with guns, we could just have animals on drugs for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I would like that way more
The animal
than Great
addict
Gatsby with guns.
universe.
Yeah. Even though I really want Great Gatsby with guns.
It is kind of funny that because of all the like climate change scare and all that we haven't returned to making like the Day of the Animals type movies where like it is the
Yeah.
climate driving the animals crazy to kill humans.
It's all cyclical. It'll come back. Just need its time.
Oh shit! Jet Jaguar versus Acid Panther.
Dude. Acid Panther definitely sounds like it could be like anything. From
no
a
way.
band to like a cool hero to just a panther on drugs, I guess. If only I could draw Acid Panther.
Oh, apparently Fire Tiger versus Acid Panther is a thing.
What's that mean?
That's actually a thing.
That is a
What is
thing.
that? What's it
I have
mean?
no idea.
Fire Tiger.
Yeah.
But this isn't like LSD. It sounds like it's actual corrosive acid.
The element of acid.
Oh, it's a song
Oh, it's a song.
No, that's not cool.
by
Songs aren't
Enya.
Enya.
cool.
Oh no, is it? Wait a minute. Is it? I don't know.
It's
I don't
not
know
Enya.
anything.
I don't know anything, dude. Kind of crazy how many Oscars Everything Everywhere All at Once has been winning. It's pretty cool.
I mean, that's one of those films I think was made to be Oscar bait.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
I don't know how you
shit.
could say that. Yeah, I don't
Shots
think
fired.
so. No one's playing a radio in that one. You know,
That's true.
the Cuba
No
Gooding.
gay
No
cowboys
one's,
eating pudding.
no one's a Forrest Gump. Nobody's Nell.
Well,
Who else we got? A Rocky Dennis. We don't have any of those.
but it
this
is
year?
a diverse, it's a diverse cast, right? It's a
I haven't watched
an
it,
older female Asian-led lead.
But that doesn't necessarily mean Oscar bait. I think it was legit like a good movie. I loved
Really?
it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
I
it was a
haven't
blast.
watched it, so
I can't believe it, dude. It's
I
great.
never saw it.
It's phenomenal. You guys should watch it. So I'm pretty stoked. As a Everything Everywhere All at Once head, I'm pretty
Guess
excited.
since we're talking about the Oscars, the best film ever won Best Costume Design. Black Panther:
Suicide Squad?
Wakanda Forever.
Oh wow!
Oh gosh. When's the last time you seriously watched the Oscars? Seriously.
Only if you count watching it scroll through the little clips scroll through my Twitter feed. Other than that, I don't think I've ever
watch
watched
it.
the Oscars.
Really?
There might have been one year where I watched all the nominated movies because I pirated the shit out of them all. But that might have been the only time. I think that was a while
I think the
ago.
last time I seriously watched the Oscars is when Titanic won everything, and I just knew. I'm like, this is BS. Like, Oscars are over, movies are over. Like, Titanic was crap.
Hold on. I gotta say though, this surprises me is that Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio won Best Animated Film. I legit always assumed Disney paid for the winner for that. So the fact
Really?
that they didn't win, yeah, because it was always Disney, always Pixar, every time.
Because they don't have the money to bribe anybody.
Oh,
anymore.
maybe there's no bribery funds
Yeah.
in the petty cash. There's no petty cash this year.
All that's gone.
Yeah, damn.
Best
Right.
international film.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, wasn't the animation category created for, was it Beauty and the Beast or was it Little Mermaid? I can't recall.
I think it
was Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, I believe so. So, I mean, hey, if you created the, if you created the new award, hey, maybe.
All Quiet on the Western Front winning 2 awards so far.
The
3
Whale
awards.
only got 1.
3 awards. Never mind. They just won another one.
I haven't watched any of that crap.
Production design, original score, and international film. Apparently, they just won another one. 4. Holy cow! They're cleaning up, boys.
I mean, I think that's what's funny with them, like starting to put stuff like Marvel movies in, is they know like those are the normie awards. Like they know the rest of the awards are like the highfalutin, highbrow, like these are the award winners because normal people don't understand them, right, or don't like them.
I mean, maybe it's also because no one watches the Oscars, or like if we kind of like
Yeah, we got to put
hold
some
these
like
guys up, that maybe people will
Ant-Man and the
watch.
Wasp. You know,
Yeah, like, guys, Paul Rudd is here.
best original screen adaptation. Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. It's like who wants to watch All Quiet on the Western Front, a book they make you read in like 4th grade, right?
They made you read that in 4th grade.
No
Oh
way.
my god, I'd revolt.
We read it in I think high school, freshman
Really?
year. I think so.
I'm pretty sure I was not in high school when I read that. I think it was grade school.
Maybe you should have been, because you were a smart little baby.
Yeah, did you go to some like baby genius school or?
They didn't call them STEM schools back then, but I'm just saying. Baby stems.
One thing I like about the Oscars though is all the Marvel weirdos that tweet about how like whatever bullshit. Oh, MODOK should have got Best Actor.
Best CG.
Why isn't MODOK the Best Actor? Damn it! You know.
I mean, Black Panther won. That's good, right?
Yeah.
So they've won something.
Yeah, but that to me, that's like, I don't know, that's charity awards.
Best
You know?
costume. You're trying to tell me that any of the period pieces didn't win, but Wakanda Forever won?
Like whenever an actor dies,
That's always weird.
Hollywood makes it seem like it's their like responsibility to give them appreciation or something.
I don't know, man.
What the hell is Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris?
It
It sounds
though.
fake.
Yeah. Is that one of those shorts that they give Oscars to people?
No,
in
it's
short
on.
films?
It's under costume design.
Really?
This is a British movie. Ew. I hope not.
Ew, British.
I mean, that's
Ew.
the joke, right? A lot of these Oscar-nominated films are just films that like 3 people have seen.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Why are you still
Boo,
angry,
movies.
Yucky? Your eyes are just lit up.
We're talking Oscars.
You're talking Oscars. That's fair.
Yeah. I hate
I'm surprised the
Oscars.
Batman hasn't won for anything. Was that last year? That was last year, right?
The Batman.
Best
I
costume
think it
design.
deserved a nod for cinematography, though.
I mean, maybe makeup effects because dude is the Colin Farrell's the Penguin looked
That
amazing.
was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe it would have given it for that.
Aren't they shooting the Penguin movie right now?
Nah, it's some HBO series or
It's a
something.
TV show, yeah.
Dead Punk said they read All Quiet in the 7th grade and then watched the original German
Yeah.
film.
Yeah, something like that.
Wouldn't that suck to be like a main character in a movie, then automatically be like a TV character? Like, doesn't
I don't
that
know. It's
cheapen?
different now though, because it's
I
not like
guess.
you're going on ABC, on Friday nights or some shit. You're
It
part of the
still kind of
TGIF
feels like
lineup.
it though, right? Like to me, it
No,
still
because
does.
it's just like a season of whatever, like a filler. kinda.
Remember when the dude from the new Star Wars series was like, "You ain't gonna Disney Plus me" or whatever?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I think the actors even they still feel like, I mean, you're still just doing a TV show.
But
I
it's a
think-
miniseries. It's like a prestige miniseries.
Prestige.
The budgets on those are crazy.
budgie.
The budgies.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on just a second.
There was who was it? Like someone thanked Tom Cruise for Top Gun. Was it Scorsese maybe?
Scorsese.
For keeping like actual like Hollywood movie like big release kind of deal things like still in theaters and not forcing everything to go Netflix and other streaming services. Like because like you're seeing the death of the movie star basically,
Yeah.
So now you have a few ones that are left. So I'm wondering if there's ever gonna, I don't know, instead of a movie star, you think there'll be a streaming star? Is that what's her face? The Jenna Ortega chick is gonna end up.
I was
being?
gonna say the Stranger Things girl.
Oh yeah, but she's only been in that one though. Oh, she was.
But then she was in the Enola Homies.
Yeah, but I would say like Jenna Ortega is freaking everywhere right now for
I mean-
for
Yeah.
Wednesday. But also
Yeah.
like she just the other movie,
Scream.
no Beetlejuice or whatever.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
I think isn't that true? I thought it was true.
apparently I don't know.
I don't
But,
believe
like-
any of that shit's true. And they've been talking about Beetlejuice 2 for a long time, dude. I'm not believing anything.
Come on, you gotta keep your
Right.
hopes up.
Okay, Yucky. Beetlejuice 2 is confirmed. Jenna Ortega plays a young Lydia Dietz who's going to marry Beetlejuice again.
Yeah, it's going to be a remake or a
But-
Yeah.
But my point is, like, since there are no movie stars anymore, would she count as a streaming star?
But is there no? I don't. Is that true? There's no movie stars.
I mean, you have Tom Cruise. Who brings people into seats?
I mean, if there was no movie stars, they wouldn't be throwing Hugh Jackman into Deadpool 3. You know?
Hugh Jackman, that's a movie star.
Yeah, I would say he's a movie star.
I mean, sure, they're going to be like, oh, but it's the character. But no one will care about the character. Like, if you make anybody else Wolverine, no one will give a crap. I don't think it is just the characters the way, like, some of these butthurt superhero actors are saying. It's the character. And, like, nah. Like, people really love, what's his name is Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but again, they liked him in Iron Man, but did anybody go see his Dr. Doolittle?
To be fair, that looked really bad.
Yeah,
I know,
to be
that's
fair,
what I'm
Dr.
saying.
Dolittle.
That's what I'm saying,
do
like,
that
I don't
to
know
Robert
if-
Downey. They wouldn't have watched Tom Cruise be Dr.
Yeah, it's an
Dolittle.
old property that
I
they
just don't
already
think-
redid with Eddie
Nobody
Murphy
gives a shit
previously.
about Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, I just don't think I would classify him as the movie star people come to watch, because like that's Will Smith. People go and watch a Will Smith movie. Like I
They
don't
still
understand
do.
why, but they do.
Nobody saw Gemini Man.
Well, true, but like I said, but like that's also on his downfall, right? But like there's not too many big movie stars left where people go into the movie theater to watch them. There's no
Right.
Schwarzeneggers, you know.
Right.
You know, even like the Stallone stuff. I mean, they're not doing anything anymore. Those heydays are gone. So now everything is streaming stars, and that's kind of my where I was trying to get to.
Hmm.
Like you have Jenna Ortega, I think is going to be one of the big streaming stars where you'll see her hop to show, movie to movie, purely on a streaming platform. Maybe occasionally get into theaters, but you know, I think that's the progress we'll eventually get to.
HUD says he watched the Oscars for 5 minutes and couldn't take the cringe jokes. I think it's Kimmel this year, and he usually brings, I think, some of his
Oh,
writers.
gosh.
Sometimes Corolla shows up. Art and Times of Jay Ryan says Beetlejuice 2, Juice Harder.
There you go.
Dead Punk on board with Tom Cruise saying maybe Clint Eastwood. Man, is he just going to keep
Oh,
rocking
my
those
gosh.
movies out?
He can't anymore. Did you see Cry Macho?
No.
No.
Dude. It was like I felt like the producer must have been like holding a gun to him on the other side of the camera. I'm like, let this man sit down. Like,
Please.
seriously.
Did Clint, a couple years ago, Clint, I think he did like a train movie where he got like the real people. It was
Oh,
based
Thomas
off a
the
real,
Train.
Yeah, Thomas the Train. No, it was a real event that happened, and he got like the real people that the event happened to. Like, some
Oh, that
train
sounds
got
familiar.
abducted.
I don't know.
Yeah, I watched that in theaters, and I was like, oh, these actors are bad. And that's all I remember from it.
Trying to find out what time the Oscars are over. I want to see who wins Best Picture.
Oh my gosh.
It's all I care about.
Dude,
I don't know. Why are we?
I
even
mean, if I
streaming?
care about anything, it's only the Best Picture part.
Why are we? I mean, it's literally the last thing, right?
What do you
Right.
mean? The last what?
the last award.
Last award.
Yes. Here's a
That-
clip from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, this is going to get you struck.
No, I don't think so. I think it's fine. Yucky said it's fine, so I trust him.
Oh.
Wow.
He's a red
Wow.
shirt too.
Jim Tooner now learning Thomas the Train was based on real events.
Of course.
Jay Ryan, I think, misheard me. He said Thomas the Spank Engine went direct to video.
I think
don't
you
know,
guys
that
are
sounded
making
right
look
to me.
this up.
You're looking up Thomas the Spank Engine?
Shit. 1517 to Paris is the movie I was talking about.
This is just about a train?
It's about like a terrorist hijack of a train and 3 military American soldiers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they stop it, and then he got the guys who were who actually did it to be the actors in the movie. Like it was
Oh my
interesting.
gosh.
Interesting.
The guys
thing.
who did it, he's like, show us how you stole that train.
I think yeah, as himself, Spencer Stone, Anthony. Yeah, so he got all the people who who did it to be acting as
insane.
themselves, and they were all terrible. It was interesting, like experiment.
That sounds like
Wow.
some like 1920s movie making, right? Like
Yeah, right.
you get the dude who was the hero in overseas, and then like he
Didn't you
comes
fellas
back and
just
makes
stop the
movies.
train?
He's in the new Howard Hawks. He actually he's a real Medal of Honor winner.
Hulk Hogan and The Rock team up to take down the terrorists on a train with Steven Seagal.
Oh no.
I want a sequel to Suburban Commando.
No, you don't. Nobody wants that.
Why
I want to
not?
watch
Or
it again.
Another movie.
I remember the monster being really cool in Suburban Commando. I
Yeah, it
remember-
seemed like something from Guyver.
No
Yeah,
Holds
it did.
Barred. That's the other one.
I wonder if it was Screaming Mad George that did the effects. I bet it was.
Oh, guys, bring back Thunder in Paradise.
No.
What was that? Wasn't that a show?
Yeah, it was a TV show with Hulk Hogan and some other guy. I don't know. And they had like a high-tech boat or something.
Whoa.
Sick.
It was nicknamed Thunder.
That
Hey,
sounds like
guys,
such
it lasted
a freaking
all
like
22 episodes.
it sounds like an 80 like a idea from the 80s like Airwolf or something like a high-tech
Yeah.
boat.
I mean, close. It came out in 94. So.
Night Boat.
Night boat.
Yeah, it also had WCW Sting in it. I remember that. And a bunch of other like wrestlers at the time. I'm gonna go watch that shit now.
I am curious to see what it would have been like. Because didn't they actually have either the pilot released or was it a movie first and then a TV show? Because I remember a VHS of Thunder in Paradise.
It premiered as a film and then it ran for a season. So, and I don't
Okay.
remember the film though. That's different. I remember the show playing on like USA or something.
That'd be funny
Jay-
if the first few episodes is the film split up.
Jay Ryan brings up that there was a terrible FMV game for that. I've thought about
Really?
playing some of the terrible FMV games on this channel because there's like a Lawnmower Man one that's just really shitty
You want
looking.
to scare away the few
Okay.
people we.
Well, I
have
wouldn't do it on a Sunday. It would
What's
be
an
like midweek.
FMV?
So a full motion video. So it was
Okay.
back when. Do you ever play
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer in the arcade?
For sure.
Like
Okay,
that's
I
like
get it.
FMV basically.
sure.
Where it's like here's a clip and you press the button at the right time to not die. Some of them are kind of cool just because the animation stuff, but
Is there like
Right.
a night
they're
terror
not
one
the
or something?
best. I know what you're talking about, but Night
I don't
Trap.
know the title. Night
Trap. Yeah, they did a remake of that where they actually got the original footage and they were able to upscale it and make it look good.
Crazy.
And it's actually not a bad game. It's really interesting.
Oh.
I'll
Yeah,
have to watch some YouTubes.
definitely because
I'll
it
play
was
through
shot
this.
like a horror movie and it kind of doesn't really make sense.
I'm
But
just glad we can all appreciate
cool.
Thunder in Paradise together.
nobody's ever.
I was
And that's
laughing.
the sad part.
I was laughing with you about it.
Oh,
No-
I thought you were.
no
I
one-
thought you liked it.
No one in
No.
our time will ever appreciate that movie.
I've never treated Hulk Hogan like a real actor, so I've never rented anything. that
Growing
had him
up,
in it.
I would rent his movie because I was a big pro wrestling fan back in the day. I would rent those movies: Suburban Commando, Over the Top?
Was he in
no,
Over
no
the
Holds
Top?
Barred.
Was
No
it
Holds
outside?
Barred.
Oh,
He was in Mr. Nanny. Like I'm
Oh
all
my gosh.
over those films as a kid. So
He
like,
was in
I,
Three Ninjas, Thunder
he was in
Punch
Three
Mountain, or
Ninjas. He
whatever
like
it was
the-
called.
He was the villain.
I
in one of them.
I had a friend that was in a movie with Hulk Hogan.
What?
And I won't say what because I can't dox myself or him. Or,
Wait, was
or
that-
let
was
risk
that
come
when
to
he
his
was-
family?
You can't say the movie.
No, I refuse.
Was that the movie with Jimmy the Love Sponge?
Was he in a movie? Oh no, that's a different
What?
movie.
Oh, what are we talking about?
you should Google that one, Yucky.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan, and Jimmy. the Love
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Bubba the Love Sponge,
by the
sorry.
way. Dude, didn't that
also
that went
like
that won him
madness.
like a
It's
ton of
weird
money,
take,
right?
Madness.
Basically, what is it? Hulk Hogan was screwing his wife,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
and they filmed it, and they
Okay.
threatened to release it or whatever. So he sued the hell out of was it Gawker?
I think Gawker did
Something,
release
yeah.
it. The Hulk Hogan sex tape.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And they kind of just find out like it was just Hulk Hogan like just banging his own wife, and like
His like
other than
friend's
that being,
wife.
Yeah, and other than that, just being a good guy, a cool guy. And then they release it, he sued the shit out of him, get like millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And I think Gawker went under.
But he was exposed as a poivoid.
He's just fucking. Fucking doesn't make you a pervert, does it, Yuck?
I mean, if it's not your wife, then yes.
Fucking your friend's wife under his request.
It's a wife.
It's his ex-wife.
Okay, they didn't get that
That's what Gabe
specific
said.
in the holy texts, you know?
The
Jeez.
holy text.
We started out really nice, remembering the Suburban Commando. We
Oh,
end
they're
here.
gonna say
This is what's
remembering
wrong
a
with
gay
Hollywood.
porn star.
Jeez Louise. Oh yeah, you started with that. Oh my god.
I'm a big fan of Aniki.
Is it time
Billy
Hollywood has
Harrington's work.
stopped?
So Dead Punk Gage is right. It was Bubba the Love Sponge's ex-wife.
Yeah,
Brother.
ex-wife, brother. You think
Davika-
while he's banging his
Jackson,
wife, he's
yeah.
like, "Thanks, brother."
Jack
Thanks
Savika
for-
just said, he's like, I wonder how many times he said brother in that video.
Pull it up. Let's count them.
Oh, brother.
Maybe we'll have to do an EFAP with a regular FAP of that
Yeah.
film.
All the fapping's going on.
Yeah, each FAP.
Jeez Louise.
What's the sound of one hand fapping, right? The old
And
Chinese.
now just imagine
proverb.
3 of them.
I remember my favorite joke. I remember the trailer to Suburban Commando more than the movie. And my favorite joke in that trailer is when those like a bunch of like, I don't know, they look like a bunch of greasy hillbillies are confronting Hulk Hogan. And they're like, "You know what we're gonna do to you, pal?" And he goes, "You're gonna pound my face." And he goes, "What are you, nuts? This is the 90s. We're gonna sue you."
Oh, shit.
Wah, 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 wah.
The Ardent Times of Jay Ryan says, Hogan just likes to bang. And if banging your friend's wife at his request is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Very sensible take.
Well,
and
but
Dead
look
Punk
where it
brings
got
this
him.
up.
Look where it got him.
Dead Punk says, "Wasn't that the video where he repeatedly used the N-word?" And you know what? I wanted to say that, but I
What?
can't imagine how that would fit into a sex
No,
tape.
I thought that was a conversation he was having with his daughter about
Alright, hold
her
on.
screwing
Hulk
black dudes.
Hogan says the N-word.
Oh.
I don't
my
know.
God.
Maybe I'm getting my. I think I'm getting my celebrities mixed
I'm
up.
getting how many sex tapes did he have, and why did he say the N-word in them?
Listen, he was a professional,
What?
This was on a really dark
professional
road.
wrestler, in and out of the bed too.
No, it says the remarks were recorded in an unauthorized sex tape.
Oh, maybe it
Because
is
he
the
was
same
talking about his daughter's dating life.
Oh,
Damn, that is haram.
never mind. He's not a good guy.
Rough.
Who would have thought a pro wrestler from
What?
the 70s and 80s? had,
How does that even happen? Like, imagine your friend invites you over. Yucky. Imagine your friend invites you over and he's like, "Hey, Yucky, I want you to fuck my wife." And then you're like, "Okay, but first let me tell you about my daughter's dating life."
I think they were
And-
friends, weren't they? Is that the
Yeah,
whole
but
deal?
Yeah, they're
still, like,
friends.
if you're gonna film a sex tape, I don't imagine you opening with
Well,
the guys
he
your
didn't-
daughter's dating.
He didn't know he was filming a sex tape, correct?
No, I think they did.
I
no,
don't.
no.
You think
I
it was a
don't
hidden
think so.
camera?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a hidden camera. I'm sure he thought it was just like some kinky ass sex, but they filmed it. I'm pretty sure.
I heard Bubba's ex-wife tested positive for Hulkamania.
Oh my god.
Yowza! Oh.
What's this? Hulkamania's running wild. Or whatever? Is that what
Oh,
the
he
saying
had to
is?
say
Running
that.
wild all over your wife.
Yeah, running wild all over your wife, dude. That's what I would
Jeez
say.
Louise. This is just too much.
Jim Tuner
don't
now
know where to
loves the Hulk.
Like the Incredible Hulk?
Oh, the regular Hulk that says the N-word and talks about his daughter.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Hulk wasn't that the shirt or whatever?
Gonna
the
run
t-shirt said Hulk
wild
rules?
in you. Dead Punk saw the video because he said,
Oh.
"I believe." I like how he's trying to be aloof. Also, I believe it was a hidden camera. Judging by the camera angles, bruh,
Dead Punk
How-
Gage definitely a Hulkamaniac.
you absolutely contracted Hulkamania.
Was it night vision? That's an easy way to tell.
I can't even tell if Happy Jack's comments a joke. Wasn't there a trial moment where he was explaining the difference between Terry and the Hulk? He was explaining penis size while wearing his dress bandana. Where is this footage?
First off, what is a dress bandana? Where do I
Dude,
get
because he
one?
always wears those bandanas, kind of
Yeah, but
like,
what, what's a dress bandana?
well, I picture it like, Stephen Van Zandt from Sopranos, who played Silvio Dante.
Oh, yeah.
He always wears those bandanas in real life. I think it's something like that.
Right.
Like a fancier, like a formal bandana,
Crazy.
What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you, brother?
It's so unhinged, dude. I'm just,
not
like,
saying-
I don't know
I'm
how
just
to-
Y'all can
smiling
even say
ear
this
to ear right
What
now.
the hell?
Hulkamania spooge.
I don't even know how to change the topic.
I
wasn't
know.
prepared
Just
for
let it
this.
happen. You guys want to move into Little Mermaid now?
No. I'm not done. I'm not done with this Hulk Hogan
a
racist horny
spooge.
tape.
Well, we know what hot dogs are going to be watching after this.
Right?
The
Something that
China
A
sex
racist
tape.
porno.
10 years ago.
One night in China.
A racist porno. Do those exist?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Should we describe them? Have you never seen these, Yucky? For younger viewers, you're going to want to mute this as
Yeah.
we tell Yucky about racist pornography. There was
Yeah.
a series of pornos where, like, a white guy would hook up with a black chick, and he, like, takes her back to the bangatorium, and then he takes his shirt off while they're fucking, and he's got, like, swastikas everywhere, and then
Oh
there's,
my
like,
God.
Nazi flag. Yeah, it's
You're not even
unhinged,
talking
dude.
about the newer one, hot dog. I'm talking
What's
about
the
the
newer
ones.
one?
Now, I am not a I do not watch this, but it does exist. Blacked.com. Like they used to have videos where they would be having sex with a white girl while she slaps and calls them the N-word over and over
Oh,
again.
my God.
And it
Gable,
was
you watched
very.
these?
I'm not saying I watched them, but they do exist.
Dude, humans are interesting.
Hey man, it's forbidden fruit, I guess.
Yeah, right? That's got to be what the angle is. It's like some forbidden fruit.
Hold on. Happy Jack said it really happened. He said something like, no, that was the Hulk. He has a 9-inch penis. I'm Terry. Just a regular guy? What?
I'm just
What does
excited.
that mean?
I'm glad Jack could just quote the trial,
Dude, based
What
Jack
the
in the
hell?
chat, dude. I gotta know. God, I don't even know what to
Listen,
search.
the Hulk has 24-inch pythons and a 9-inch python.
No.
Hogan sex tape trial penis.
he's,
Are you bringing up the depositions?
he's pulling up the exact quote.
Hulk Hogan testifies about his make-believe 10-inch penis.
Oh, shit.
Damn. That is not a headline you
Let's
want
see.
in your
No,
name.
make-believe penis. What is? Okay. Here we
Like,
go.
like he
Hold
has
on.
a wrestling personality. Now he has a sex. He has a penis personality.
I'll go
Oh
ahead
my
and
God.
read some of this article. How does that sound to you guys? That sound good?
This sounds wonderful. Let's get into
Sure.
more penis.
I was hoping
Okay.
to bring up the John Favreau Star Wars thing, but this is
Oh
better.
yeah, that's good. I do not have a 10-inch penis, Hogan said, referring to an interview he did in character. Terry Boyea's penis is not 10 inches. I was totally Hulk Hogan during the interviews because I wasn't at home in my private house.
Well, I mean, that kind of would make sense because, like, back then, like those kind of wrestlers, they did have two personalities. Whenever they were in public, they had to be the wrestler.
Right? It
So
was
that-
part of their
Wait,
contract.
But like, how I don't understand how your fake penis size comes up when you're banging. Like, is he going like, oh yeah, you're gonna feel all 10 inches of Hulkamania, brother?
Maybe he was a big fan of the extenders. You know,
But then,
only came
but
out.
oh
in
my
like-
God.
wouldn't she be like, that's not 10 inches,
Yeah.
Mister?
And
Let me bolt this
Jesus
on real
Christ.
quick.
Yeah, I guess I have
Yucky-
questions, but
Yucky,
do I want to
explain
go
this to
down
me.
this like
Yucky, how does a man claim to have a 10-inch penis and then the woman doesn't call him out and says, hey, that's not 10 inches, buddy?
gosh.
'Cause
It
he's a
would
Does he say,
it
does
would
he say
really
from
help.
the ground?
It
you
would
know?
help if we had like one female's opinion in here because my question is when something is inside a woman, can they determine the length? Like, are
I don't
they
know.
used to that?
Yeah,
are they like
pierces their back wall?
It's
Do
the
they have-
same, yeah, it's the
do they
same.
have
Like,
do they have like internal measurements where they're just like, nope.
Yucky,
That's-
I've seen how you eat carrots. You got to be able to know how far that thing's in you, you know?
What are you talking about?
Or like the banana thing.
No one even knows what you're referring.
You'd know, right?
To go back, the Paige, Xavier Woods, Brad Maddox sex tape. That was actually a thing a couple years ago, and these were like big stars for the
Yeah.
current WWE. And I guess no one cared. So
No, nobody. It wasn't as big of a deal.
yeah, because like they were all just having fun, and like they were all single or whatever, so it didn't really matter. But it's just weird that they were all in a threesome and it got recorded.
Dead Punk says maybe she was using another country's metric system, or she's from another country and doesn't know what like 10 inches is.
Yeah, I mean foreigners don't know inches, right? So it's true.
But why was this part of the deposition?
Oh, I don't
Where
know.
they're like, he's a liar.
Lawyers ask a lot of things during these questions, so it doesn't surprise me. I don't know how to
Hold on,
transition
I'm
off
looking.
this.
I'm looking.
How? I mean,
don't know
this
why
is
this would
how
come up.
many years old now, too?
Long time ago. When was this? April 2012. Yeah,
He
so it was
took
over 10 years.
artistic liberty as his wrestler character. You can do that? Like you
You
can
don't?
bang somebody and be a character?
Yeah, do it all the time.
Yeah.
That's
I think
game breaking.
What do you think furries do, bro?
No, okay, that's different.
I don't pretend to be blind every day.
Hmm.
But sometimes I need help finding my way back to my place. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Here's another weird quote. I haven't been able to get myself back up since the Gawker sex tape. I'm not the same person since all this craziness happened.
Well, I imagine, right?
He mean boner?
Deadpunk Gage says WWE did care because they fired Maddox and used the excuse that he called the fans pricks during an interview. I think it was just weird because, like, I mean, Paige during that time was a big star, or she was rising as a star, women's champion. Xavier Woods is sort of like a piece of a comedy trio, which didn't, I don't know. Like, it was interesting who they picked or who they enforced it on. So I assume Maddox probably had beef with Maddox and they should use it as an excuse to fire him. But I don't watch new wrestling that much.
Hey guys, I gotta be honest.
Wrestling
is stupid.
Sorry, I'm still reading about this case. I'm
I
invested.
bet
now.
you are.
I don't know why his penis would come up.
Read it.
I'm just glad we talked about all
Read
the
it
important
slower.
things today.
Oh my god, really?
Hey, we really covered a lot of
all the up-to-date info. Like,
The John Favreau news that Yucky mentioned, the Little Mermaid trailer just dropped before we went live. We could have covered that.
Instead, we talked about Hulk Hogan's dick.
Yeah, 'cause so many
That was
things.
pretty
we
funny.
Dog.
That was funny. That was good stuff.
So many things we could have talked about. So we're glad. We're just glad you guys are here with us.
Hey, this is all news to me. I
just
never
want
heard
the-
about Hulk Hogan's penis.
I want the audience to know that I'm just as disgusted as they are.
They enjoyed it. So yeah, I think we're pretty good.
Is that
We're
it?
feeling good. Yeah, it was pretty good. So we talked about Hulk Hogan's penis. We had a loving, touching
Louise.
tribute to a now 5-year anniversary passing of a gay porn star.
Why don't you mention
talked
Burt
about
Gordon?
Scream? Talked about Burt Gordon.
Bird Eye Gordon.
Who-
Burt
Bertie
Eye
Gordon. You worked
People
on a
might not
movie.
know who it
Talked
is.
about the Oscars, which everywhere, everything, all at once is sweeping the nation.
Apparently, has won 2 awards. By the way, All Quiet on the Western Front still sweeping at 4.
It's a great time for a movie.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, good job.
Then why am I watching Star Trek: The Next Generation every night if it's a great time for movies?
I wish I knew. I wish I could fucking stop you.
Engage.
So I'm one of your hosts, Full Custom Hot Dog. You can follow me on Twitter. It's Full Custom Hot Dog without the last O because it's just too long for Twitter.
I'm Yucky Gum. I'm the other host of the Ice Cream Sunday Social. You can follow me at Yucky Gum Comics on the Twitter.
And I'm Gable Pennyshot. I'm just here. I'm not really a host. I'm just here. You can find me on Twitter at GPennyshot. Thank you.
No, we can't. You're not.
Nope, I'm
getting
not.
away with
I'm
blame.
not. I'm not being called a host for the Hulk Hogan penis.
The
shit.
whole Hulk
You-
Hogan.
you
People will
put
go
it
back
in
and
the
listen and
chat.
be like, Gable just kept bringing this up. Like,
Gable sure loves Hulk's
Nope, I'm
penis
not
and the
taking
N
credit
word.
for this one,
That's
Jim.
crazy.
you brought up Thunder in Paradise. You brought
True.
up Suburban Commando, Thunder in Paradise, sex tapes, penis sizes.
Nope.
Jesus, Gable.
Nope.
Unhinged.
No
And don't
video
forget,
proof.
Don't forget, check out the number at the bottom. That's a very real phone number that you can call and leave a voicemail.
Is it the
message.
realest phone number?
It's, I don't know how else to say it.
It's an actual number, guys. Call it.
Yeah, it's a real number.
Stop saying real. You're just saying the same thing over.
Yeah,
and over
quit
again.
saying real.
It's an
It's a
actual,
number.
it's a
genuine
phone
number.
number
They won't
that
call
you can call and we'll play the voicemail.
See,
So
Jay
far,
Ryan
we
has it
just
right.
have Yummy Treat who's calling every week.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, whose voice changes every.
Already
time.
sick of that guy.
Jay Ryan is right. I'm a special guest.
See, Dead Punk didn't know about Bird Eye Gordon from Empire of
Yeah.
the Ants. Break the
wasn't
news
here.
to Dead Punk.
That's why
Wait,
it's more
wait.
important than your gay porn stars anniversary.
Nothing's more important than the death.
No
of Billy
one, no one does
Harrington.
anniversaries for deaths.
He was a big
Jeez.
deal.
Bird
I'm a
Eye
big
Gordon
fan.
passed away a few days ago. It was sad.
Yes, and he was the director of a bunch of schlocky movies.
It was sad. Dude's a legend, man.
We already gave our outros.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
Yeah. We got
Thank you
nothing else.
all for watching, and
Sad music.
until next time.
The first European to step foot on Lizard Island was Captain James Cook. He'd come ashore with his crew to climb the island's highest point in hopes of spotting a passage out of the shallow waters of the Great Barrier. Escape of a different sort. First off, let's go fishing.
We all know